Good day and welcome to another tech review for today. Now, Apple has just concluded its WWDC 2026, its biggest software event of the year, the Worldwide Developers Conference 2026. I love the fact that Apple spent most of the event focusing on things they have rethinked rather than new things, because trust me when I say technology is years smarter than how we see it. Honestly, it's just the truth. So on the table, they talked about new improvements in the platform responses, updates and trust and safety across all Apple devices, having children in mind. And also, should I say Apple AI, Apple Intelligence and Siri AI. Search is now very smart across Apple devices than before. Going forward, iOS 27 was introduced with highlights including more Apple Intelligence features across the system, a redesigned Siri experience, improvements to Safari, smarter phones app features and third-party apps, better AI photo editing and reframing tools, having Android users in mind, refinement and the liquid glass interface extension from the latest iPhone backward to the iPhone 11 models. Photos now allow Android users to share their own captures with the iPhone. The Health app can now track menstrual periods. AirPods now have custom EQs. Apple Vision Pro can now allow you to turn panorama shots into scenes and backgrounds, and the Map app now can deliver details like how it is naturally. Apple platform is now safer for children across technology use for healthy child development, thanks to the American Academy Pediatrics. First, with a child account, having in mind what kids can see with Ask to Buy as a guiding tools, who kids can talk to, with communication safety as a guiding tools when kids have access, with screen time allowance, screen time and schedule as a guiding tool. How parents can guide kids' screen time as a tool with just one tap, with developers' O.INTELS in mind. More so, a way to convert existing accounts to a child account. Over to Apple Intelligence. Apple Intelligence is now better across all Apple devices and Apple apps, where Apple Foundation models and Google Gemini models came together as a team. According to Apple, the Apple Intelligence can now understand context better, maintain conversation more naturally, and interact more intelligently with information on the smartphone or on the device and any app integrated with it. Now, here's my honest take. To me, this isn't a revolutionary feature. It is a necessary feature that I can say has been rethinked. Apple isn't introducing something nobody has ever seen. Apple is catching up to a standard that users now expect. The good news is that Apple has a unique advantage, and I love that about Apple. The company controls the hardware, software, and ecosystem. Now, if Siri can intelligently connect information from the iPhone, iPad, Mac, Apple Watch, and other Apple devices, it could become one of the most useful AI assistants available. Anyways, to me, the challenge is execution. A keynote presentation is one thing, millions of real users are another. Another major focus was Apple Intelligence. This remains Apple branding for its AI features across the Apple ecosystem. Unlike many AI systems that relies heavily on cloud processing, Apple continues emphasizing on device intelligence and privacy. Apple's message is clear. Your data should belong to you. Your information should remain secured. And your AI assistant should know enough about you to be helpful without exposing your personal information. They called it the Apple Intelligence and Privacy. And more specifically, Siri. Siri now have a new name, Siri AI. More capable, no longer like a voice command like it used to be before. Now more interactive, more conversational, make use of awareness of things on the phone. Brand new voice experience 2 model was introduced that sound almost like a real human, and you can customize Siri better. Siri and Mac OS is just another level and has been added to the spotlight that can be toggled from anywhere on the MacBook. Siri now have a app called Siri app synced with iCloud, so chatting with the Siri AI can start from across any Apple device, even down to Apple Vision, with just looking at it to come on. Siri will now be in the camera app named Siri Mode. You can also write with Siri. Apple Home and Shortcuts are now better than ever. They both use Apple Intelligence for better performance. Apple Intelligence can now help express oneself. Photo app has been rethinked thanks to Apple Intelligence. A new edit tool has been introduced called Special Reframing, more like a 360 effect. All features available on the 8th of June 2026. The beta version will be available by July. Now, let's talk about what wasn't announced. There was no groundbreaking new iPhone, no surprise hardware launch, no revolutionary gadgets that completely changed the conversation. Well, I feel the Worldwide Developer Conference 2026 was designed to reassure people that Apple understands where technology is heading. And where technology is heading right now is AI, artificial intelligence. If I had to summarize the Worldwide Developers Conference 2026 in one sentence, it would be this. Apple spent less time trying to invent the future and more time trying to prepare itself for the future than a future that has already arrived. Apple has publicly acknowledged that artificial intelligence is now at the center of modern computing. The success of the Worldwide Developers Conference 2026 won't be determined by applause during the keynote. It will be determined by whether these new features actually improve everyday life when user finally gets their hands on them. And that is where the real talk begins. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.